officially 1 month until I go back to Canada. I know. Teacher Santi.
Yes.
How does it feel that next month you'll be the most senior foreigner teacher?
Good.
Feels good? Do you feel ready for the role?
Stressful, maybe stressful a little bit, but
Yeah. Are you gonna miss me?
oh, of course. Who wouldn't miss Rebecca?
Do you want anything from Canada?
Canada, I don't know. I mean, other than maple syrup and poutine, I can't really pinpoint what.
Yeah, I don't know what good things Canada has other than maple syrup and poutine. And I don't even like to.
So for those
recommend.
of you who want to write down in the comments, like what is
Yeah.
a good gift shop item?
Yeah,
For
my
Canada.
Canadian friends, what's good in Canada?
What is Canada?
Only 2 weeks left of classes, which is kind of crazy. I've been teaching my grade 10 students pickup lines, English pickup lines. We did a fun final lesson on dating and relationships in English, and so finished it off with this activity. Hello, teacher Olivia.
Hello.
Where are you from, and how long have you been in Thailand for?
I am from Seattle, Washington in America, and this is my 5th month in Thailand.
And do you feel ready to take on a senior role as a foreign English teacher?
I feel ready. I feel confident to show the 2 new foreign teachers the ways of Sampatong. I cannot believe that I am the senior foreign teacher, but I'm excited to show them.
Awesome. And are you going to miss me?
Of course.
Do you want me to send you anything from Canada?
Oh, what's the Tim Hortons?
Oh, Tim Hortons. Oh, you love Tim Hortons. Yeah, I can try to send you some tidbits or something in the mail.
Perfect.
Okay, thanks, Olivia.
Of course.
Today, Olivia and I are helping out helping out our Thai teacher friend Young. She has to submit an evaluation and has to have like a community project in her portfolio. And so we're helping her film like a video, her students kind of taking foreigners around the town we live in and taking us on a tour. So this is the lake, right like a 5-minute drive, less than from where I live actually. Lake Sirium. This is my last Monday morning assembly. Honestly, I'm a lot more emotional about it than I thought I would be. So it's just like the ending of this chapter, and I'm just also just reflecting on this past year and everything that's happened, the relationships I've built, and I'm just emotional and like, you know, my life's here now and I'm about to leave it. Video! Okay. Update for this little girl here. She's been in some of my earlier videos, and actually she's had 2 litters of kittens since the last time you've seen her. About to teach my last class ever. Well, my last class in this setting. I don't know if I'll be a professor one day. Just finished my last day of classes. Not the best class to end on, if I'm gonna be honest. It's like my most difficult grade 7 class. It's the end of the day on a Friday. They're very unmotivated to do anything than play on their phones, but it's done. And I mean, I will still be going to school next week because it's like exams week, so I'll be proctoring and also grading. So actually yesterday, one of my grade 7 classes, they surprised me with a little goodbye celebration, which was the sweetest thing ever. Way to send me off really back to Canada, and some of the students got me gifts and wrote me notes, and it was just so heartwarming. But yeah, that was such a sweet gesture from them, and I'll always remember that. Just having a nice little lunch with some of the other teachers at this beautiful place in San Patong that we didn't know existed. We're having a little photo shoot while we wait for our food. Birthday girl!
Thanks.
The lantern. Give it a little twirl. Beautiful. Lovely.
อีกนิดนึงขึ้นอีกโอเค
You can do it! Yay! So now at a spontaneous lunch with all of the teachers. It's weird that I eat this on my plate. Bye-bye, office. Bye-bye, English building. Goodbye, teacher toilet. I'm going to miss this beautiful campus. Last day of school. It actually was kind of a different day. Well, we had a retirement ceremony in the morning. They go hard for retirements here, man. Like, so many parties. And actually, going to a party tonight in the city for the retirement thing. So I just arrived in Nan. That was like a 6-hour bus ride. I'm just gonna spend a few days here to chill out a bit, maybe do a bit of exploring. Before I go back to Canada, I'll still have a few days left in Chiang Mai after I return. Okay, I'm checked into my hostel. I think I won't vlog too much while here. We'll see a little bit. But I'm more so, I mean, I'm gonna film, but I'm more so going to be talking about, like, reflecting on my time in Thailand and that kind of stuff rather than like showing the adventure, but I'll show a little bit. I think the biggest thing I've learned was that it's okay to take things slow and easy. Coming from a Western culture, I think there's a really big hustle culture out west. Coming to Thailand where it's more chill, slow living, it's definitely made me feel, you know, it's okay not to be doing. I've been wanting to do graduate school since I was in high school. So taking this year here was a big deal for me because I'm a very like productivity, I need to work towards my career. But definitely like being here has helped me take a step back. I'm like really taking it slower than I ever thought I would have a few years ago. I kind of addressed this in my last video about the 10 surprising things about Thailand. I would have brought warmer clothes. Like even right now, I'm wearing like long pants and a t-shirt and I'm in Thailand. It is nighttime, but I'm cold. I am in northern Thailand, but I wish I had a sweater right now. So today I'm heading to the mountains. It's supposed to be very beautiful. This is kind of like what I was most looking forward to coming here. It's like driving in the mountains. actually returning to Thailand, but not to teach. So yes, I will return to Thailand, literally just a month after I go back to Canada. I'll be coming back to Thailand. I will not be teaching. You know, I love my students. It's just not my passion, like not in like that sort of setting. Like maybe if I were teaching about science or something, that'd be different. But I'll be coming back and try to do some freelance writing work. Right now I'm writing for a company that does teaching listicles. Ideally, I would move into like science writing, but it's a bit difficult, it seems, to get like freelance opportunities for that. I'm gonna try to spend another year in Thailand doing that to support myself while also just kind of living life, figuring out my interests, and then after that, I think the plan is grad school. I'm gonna catch the 12 o'clock bus back to Chiang Mai. I need to figure out some visa stuff that I didn't really think about. So I have a few days left. Actually, I have like 6 days, but immigration isn't open on the weekends. To get this other visa that is for children of Thai parents. I just had the most stressful experience. All the documents were finished from my school, so I went to change my visa. And I wanted them to check over my documents first before canceling my other visa, just in case. But there was like not really much communication between the people I had talked to, and essentially they canceled my visa before checking anything. Then I didn't have the correct documents for the other visa. Like, for one, they don't accept foreign documents, like my birth certificate, my parents' marriage certificate from Canada. Like, technically you're supposed to get that like certified at the embassy into like a Thai version. They're like saying, oh, like this is like they can't accept this, the first guy, but then he said he'll send it through because my first visa was already canceled and I had to wait like 2 hours just sitting there. I had to pee, but I just like couldn't. My adrenaline was just like making me stay. Like I was totally in a freeze mode because I was just worried like I'd essentially get deported. But they were kind when like the final officer checked, and she didn't really give much of a hassle for it. But she just said if I want to do it next year to bring the originals. So we're in the clear. I just finished handing out little cacti and chocolate to all of like my daily food vendors. Like for example, salad lady. This is how I eat my salad here. Shake up the dressing in a bag. Even though I don't have like deep relationships with them, those little social interactions daily mean the world. Those people certainly provided me a sense of home, a sense of stability and comfort in my time here. Just about finished packing. So I'm officially in Bangkok. I'm staying here one night for my flight tomorrow. Will I continue making YouTube videos? I'm not sure. To be honest, this vlogging journey has been a lot more difficult than I expected it to be. I'm, for one, not really good at like taking pictures and doing like that sort of stuff, like taking pictures, taking videos of like before I started my YouTube channel. When I'm traveling places, I really want to be in the moment and present, but when I'm vlogging, it's in my head, oh, what shot should I get? Also nervous about being seen in the public. It kind of can take away from my experience, if I'm being honest. I'm going to have to reevaluate whether this is something I want to do. I'm actually quite interested in starting a podcast where I have interesting conversations discussing topics of ranging from science, which is like my educational background, to philosophy, to other random stuff. This can be with strangers or with friends, or maybe someday researchers and whatnot. I'm trying to channel the Lex Friedman vibe. That's kind of what I'm interested in right now, but so potentially I would like change this channel into that. It's been a good experience. I've wanted to do a lot more with my videos than I have, but it can be a lot of work to film, to edit, to actually make a good edit. Like, life just gets in the way. So yeah, will I continue? I'm not sure. Maybe I'll rest in Canada and see how I feel when I'm back. But yeah, that's my update, and that's me and how I'm feeling right now, and I'm excited to go back. But yeah, that's it, my last month in Thailand.